Hey, everybody. This is my friend Julz. And yeah, go ahead, Julz. You can introduce you.
Hi, you all. My name is Julie Richards. I'm a member of the Obama Association. I'm also the founder of a program called Mothers Against Alliance. And I guess I'm a land defender, water protector. I don't have other introduction.
Cool. That's great. Yeah. So, thanks a bunch for being willing to talk and kind of share your story and history of your family too. So, yeah, we're kind of talking about what the United States calls like the Indian Wars, or essentially just how Native American or Indigenous people were just essentially trying to defend their ability to live as their own people on their own lands, and how the U.S. was essentially invading them, breaking the treaties. So, I guess from your perspective, what was kind of like the goal of like fighting against the United States government? Like, was it to kind of like, from I guess your perspective, what was like people wanting?
So the reason why we fought back against the United States government is for our land and for our way of life, and we just wanted to live free off the land, be able to hunt, be able to follow the buffalo and just live our own way of life. And they discovered gold in our Black Hills, and that's what they were after. And if they probably would have asked one of my ancestors to have it, they'd probably even give it to them, because we what people call rich now isn't what we call what we consider rich. To us, being rich is to be able to live off our own land, to be able to hunt off our own land, to be able to travel our own land free, to walk free. And so gold had no monetary, it didn't mean anything to them. They didn't know what gold was. They didn't care. They didn't want money. They didn't know what money was. We traded. We never had money. And so because of their greed, they kept taking our land and taking our land. And so that's why, we fought back. We fought back to preserve our way of life. And they did, whatever they could to try to wipe us out. And we're still here, and we're still fighting our way of life.
Definitely. Yeah. And unfortunately, especially with like Custer and everybody else, just that greed was too strong, and they invaded in the Black Hills and lied, but people fought back, and pretty successfully at some points too. And I remember you told me a story of like, we're going over the Battle of Little Bighorn is what the white folks call it, but I guess the Lakota and other people call it the Battle of the Greasy Grass, correct?
Yeah.
So Custer, as much as he was overconfident and was like, oh, there's not enough Indians in the world to stop the 7th Cavalry, he ended up kind of getting shown what was up, I guess, right?
Right. He didn't know that we already had a plan, and before the war, before we go to war, we have medicine people that the war chief would consult with, because they knew about the message on what to do. So they were told, what to do. And so Custer thought there was only one little band there, and so he got the Crows to scout for him. And once the Crows seen how many of us there was, and how we just surrounded Custer Calgary, they retreated. And I always like to tell the story about my grandma, because she was probably in her 60s, and she fought in this battle. Her husband, who was probably in his 70s, with her sons, who were probably in their 40s, 30s, 40s. And, even the women got out there and defended the land and our way of life. And, even the women stuffed grass into Custer's ears and said maybe he will listen now in the afterlife.
Dang. That's pretty awesome. And it was like everybody fighting, like you said, like they were older too, and like the women protecting the whole families. Like, it was just really everybody working to fight their land, or defend it, fight it.
Right. And we're still doing that today because of the pipeline. Right now, they're over in Cheyenne River fighting KXL, who's not even supposed to be working, but they're out there working, so they just sent a camp up there and they have to fight them up. So it's like I'm